Living in community doesn't just mean you have what you need to get by. It means that you can invest in your neighbors and your neighbors are investing in you.
My name's Josh. I'm a co-founder of Frolic. This is our office space here in Seattle.
My name is Tamara Knox. I am the CEO and co-founder of Frolic. We build small multifamily homeownership projects that allow individuals and families that don't have a huge amount of savings to purchase a home and start building wealth.
Our projects are cooperatives. That allows the down payments to be very low in our projects, between $10,000 and $30,000.
Right now is this incredibly precious moment where cities are shifting what is allowed to be built, and they're changing zoning to allow for more density. And if that is the only thing that's happening alone, the current capital markets are going to be building what they know.
What we've seen historically is that it can massively displace neighborhoods. And what our vision is that that process can be more graceful and kind to add density, but in a way that doesn't displace the existing residents in those neighborhoods. The way that we're building our projects is that we're partnering with homeowners in these communities and building multifamily cooperatives on their land, which they live in, as well as their children and community.
This is where I grew up, and all of these houses that you see here were all Black owned. And that is no longer the case. What happens in a neighborhood like this when displacement happens is you lose community. I bought this house when we were 23 and decided that we would develop it for our family to grow into. So I am very, very excited to be working with Frolic because they've totally embraced my ideas and my community, and I think that that has been the difference in our partnership.
Everything begins with someone who owns a home. They have the equity in their home, the value that's sitting inside their home. They then contribute that to the development process.
And what they need to get a construction loan is usually $300,000 to $400,000, and we're sourcing that from impact capital. So we're really allowing a homeowner to use the value that they have and to leverage that in order to get a construction loan to take conventional sources of money, bank debt, and build a project.
Initially, I was going to develop this property into townhomes. The more I sat with it, the more uncomfortable I was with putting these super duper expensive townhomes in this neighborhood.
I really love the idea of community, right? Of bringing a bunch of people together to live in this communal space. So when Mary spoke about it, it was really a no-brainer.
We're here today doing a meet and greet and introducing the project to the community. We're offering affordable home ownership units to people in the community who are looking to stay in the area that they are native to.
Wonderful project. The first thing that hits me is that it solves a few problems that communities have. One about density, space flexibility, access to green space. I hope ultimately that our communities that are getting displaced here in Seattle, in the Central District, Beacon Hill, get access to it.
It's all about creation of community and interaction and providing places for gathering, but as well as kind of places for privacy.
We are in Beacon Hill.
Kelly, Milvia, and Ying and Brandon are building a project using our cooperative ownership structure on their land, where they have the design, they have the land, they have a lot of the capital, and they're using our model to piece those different pieces together.
So each family has a single child, so they get to grow up a little bit like siblings. Milvia and I are both single moms. It can be very lonely doing that, so having this kind of fluid quality of community is just amazing.
We have 3 projects in development and 36 in our pipeline. The way that we think about scale is through replication. And we see in the coming years adapting our model to different geographies and licensing out the different pieces of what we're doing to other organizations around the country to just help make it easier. What we see our work being about is creating that system to allow more people to do development and to allow more of these types of projects to come into being across the country.
So when I met the both of you, all I kept thinking was, these are the folks that are going to rebuild and lead with clear mission as well as logic and can-do. This is a movement. We talk about being dreamers.
Yeah.
Dreamers are the future.